welcome back to another video. So today we're going to do a set using pigments and a bit of stamping. So I'm going to start by giving all my nails a base coat. I'm using Madame Glam's base coat. I'm using quite short nail tips today. These are the BT Art Box full cover coffin tips that I got. And I just think this design, because it's quite plain and quite simple, would look a bit better on shorter nails. They're not short nails, they're just shorter than what I normally use. So this base coat cures in the lamp for 30 seconds. Right, that base coat's cured. I'm using Madame Glam Perfect White because whenever I'm using pigments, they just pop better over a white. They show up a lot better over a white. This white from Madame Glam is crazy. This is the first time I've used it. Yeah, it is so opaque. It is the brightest, whitest gel polish I have got. I thought Model 1's white was good. My gosh, this is crazy white. It's a very, very good white gel polish. I can't see myself using any other white gel polish. This is brilliant. I was so impressed with it. So I'm only going to give them one coat because it's going to be getting covered up with pigments anyway. So I'm going to cure this white in the lamp for 30 seconds and I'm going to leave that tacky layer on because that's what I'm going to use to stick the pigment to the nail. I'm going to put the pigment straight onto the tacky layer of the gel polish. Right, so that's the nails cured. I've left the tacky layer on and these are the pigments I'm using. These cost me pennies from AliExpress and they're bloody brilliant. They're really good little pigments. So I'm using that bright red. I've got a really soft fluffy brush and on the middle two fingers I'm going to do an ombre, red at the bottom and leave it white at the top. And yeah, once I've got the pigment halfway up the nail where I want to start the fade, I will wipe all that excess off my brush and then I'll just keep playing around with the blend and just keep fading it out until I'm happy with it. It didn't have to be perfect because I'm going to be stamping over it, but I still wanted it to be a fade. So I'm going to do exactly the same on the middle finger as well. And the pointer finger and the little finger, I'm going to completely cover them nails with the pigment. I am going to do 2 coats of this as well. I just wanted that red to be as bright and as bold as I could get it. Now what I did, I should have done the middle 2 nails first and sealed them in, because you'll notice once I've finished doing these 2 nails, I got quite a few sprinkles of the red pigment on the top part onto the white of those ombre nails. So all I did in a minute, I go over the white parts with a bit of white pigment powder, but I'll show you that in a minute. So once I'm happy with them nails, I'm going to brush all that excess powder off, get as much off as I possibly can, and I'm going to use a very old base coat to go over. Because I want to give them a second coat, I'm going to need another tacky layer, so I'll go over these with a base coat. That's getting cured in the lamp for 30 seconds, and again we're going to leave that tacky layer on so we can then go in with a second coat of the pigments. Right, so that's that base coat cured, and again I've left the tacky layer on. Can you see I'm just using a bit of the white pigment powder just to cover up some of the pink speckles that I managed to get on there. I wouldn't have had to do this if I was more careful, but yeah, the white just covered parts of that up. So I'm going to do exactly the same now on the rest of the nails as what I did with the first layer, except this time I'm going to seal them in with a top coat. Again, I'm going to use a really old top coat because you don't want to get any pigments in any of your good top coats. Right, so I wanted to put a zebra print stripe over the middle two nails, but this plate, the zebra stripes, they're quite thick. I wanted them thinner, and the only other image I had with thin stripes was that one, and it's kind of half an image, so I've had to patch it up on the nails, but it wasn't a problem. So once you peel that blue film off your brand new stamping plates, always give them a wipe over with acetone before you use them. So I'm using my Born Pretty stamper, clear stamper, jelly stamper, and I've got my little bendy flexible scraper, and I'm using my black Cad's stamping polish. So I'm going to cover the top half of the image, and I'm going to use my plastic scraper, and when I'm scraping going the same direction that the stripes are, if you know what I mean. Instead of going against the stripes, I'm going with them. I'm going to roll my stamper over that image to pick it up, and then all the bits of the image that I don't want, I'm just using a lint-free sticky roller just to get off those extra bits that I don't want. So I'm going to start with the top of the nail. With my images, I just press them on, and then I'll roll the stamper left to right. This stamper's brand new. It's the first time I've used it, and it is so sticky, really sticky. Right, you should really use a brush, a clean-up brush, to get these little bits off, but because I'm lazy, I just used my nail. So can you see that stamper's only covered half the nail? So I'm going to have to do exactly the same as what I've just done, except I'm going to have to match it up. It turned out alright. You couldn't tell where I'd matched it up. It turned out alright. So I'm going to do exactly the same on the ring finger as well. I'll leave you to watch this, and I'll come back when the stamping's finished. Right, that's the stamping finished. I'm going to use a good top coat now. I'm using Umic No White top coat. I'm going to get all these sealed in now. With the nails that you've stamped on, you don't want to brush your top coat on like you normally would. You want to just float it over. So maybe put a bit more top coat on your brush than you normally would, just so you can float it over that image without brushing too hard, because you don't want to brush that image off and have to start again. So just be very gentle and float the image over. Then they'll get cured in the lamp for 30 seconds as well. Right guys, that's them finished. I really like them. They're quite plain and quite simple, But I think this is one of those sets that you could wear every day without feeling a div. Some of these sets I do, they're quite novelty, aren't they, and not really everyday wear, but I think these are the kind of nails you could wear every day. That pigment looks like gel polish. Anyway guys, please remember to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, make sure you hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss any of my videos, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Take care, bye.